Alright, this is Andrew with Jonah Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today here in Eagle Mountain. We are at 9814 Bridge Street. We have the camera pushed out 125 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So it's a fairly average length of a line. Average length is somewhere around 100 feet is what I typically see. So, a little longer. I'm accessing through a clean out in the basement. It's situated kind of under the stairs in a closet. Now, one of the main things I'm looking at is the grade of the line. You never want to have standing water because that indicates improper grade. And unfortunately, I did find that this line has a little bit of a belly. And so, pretty shortly, you're going to notice the camera head start to go underwater. One thing I would normally do is I would push the camera out and then run water, and that would kind of fill the belly back up so that we can see exactly how much water it's holding. Once I push my camera through, a lot of the water gets pushed out. But with where this clean out is, I can't run water or else it's going to come out into the basement. There was some waste in the line that I was kind of pushing out, and that was stuck in the belly. And so it's a great example of what can happen with the belly is waste can get stuck, and it has a harder time getting through, and if enough waste gets stuck, you can create a blockage where it backs up towards the house. So we're about 74.5 feet out. You know, enough water that it's covering my camera head. But like I said, it's probably going to be a touch lower than had I not just forced my camera through and pushed a lot of the water out. So it's a little shy of 10 feet. You know, we're 7 or 8 feet or so of standing water. The only way to fix bad grade is to dig it up and re-slope it. You know, on an existing, 20, 30-year-old house where it's a little more proven how much grease and waste it's going to hold, I'd be a little less concerned. But on a new build, I mean, you want the slope to be as close to perfect as possible. Certainly you don't want standing water or evidence of waste getting stuck in the line, which, I mean, I don't imagine these toilets have been used much, and so the fact that there's already waste getting caught, not a great sign. Now we're transitioning to ABS. ABS is a different type of plastic, pretty common on a lot of new construction. Very good. So certainly the main concern here is that you do have a little bit of a belly. It's not incredibly long, and so it's hard to predict whether that would actually cause a backup or not, but certainly not ideal. And if that is something that you wanted to have repaired, it can be costly because you have to dig up outside to get to that pipe. I'm going to end this recording now.